Hey guys, what's up? It's John with Educated Arms. We have been on a bit of a video hiatus with everything that's been going on and just being busy in summer and things. We've had a ton of you guys ask us to put together a video though, basically breaking down and comparing the differences between constitutional carry in Texas versus carrying with your Texas license to carry. And so we figured we would go ahead and do a quick video for you guys, at least just covering the basics of what the major differences are, because there's a lot of misinformation floating around on the internet and fake news kind of things on what you can and can't do carrying under the constitutional carry law and carrying with your license to carry. So without further ado, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back. It is John with Educated Arms. As we previously said, today we are going to be breaking down the differences between carrying a firearm in the great state of Texas under the new constitutional carry laws versus carrying it under the Texas license to carry laws, and just kind of want to break down the major differences between the two. The first and foremost thing to kind of note here, guys, is this law, even though it's already been signed by Governor Abbott, does not go into effect until September 1st, 2021. So, depending on when you're watching this video, will kind of obviously depend on whether or not you can actually carry under the constitutional carry laws in Texas. Prior to September 1st, 2021, the only way to legally carry a firearm in the state of Texas is going to be with your Texas license to carry. So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, what are some of the major requirements to carry a firearm under the Texas constitutional carry laws? Well, first and foremost, you must be 21 years of age. It is very similar as to with the Texas license to carry. The Texas license to carry does have a few caveats in there that would allow you to carry under the age of 21 if you are in the military or serving our country, essentially. So, other than the fact that you've got to be 21 years of age, what are some of the other major restrictions that would apply to those that are wanting to carry under the constitutional carry law? Well, one, you can't be a felon. Right? You have to be able to legally purchase a firearm, and a felon can't legally purchase a firearm, and that's the same as with the Texas license to carry laws as well. The other thing is you can't be basically deemed mentally defective, meaning you can't be entered into an insane asylum or something along the lines of that. You cannot be addicted to or a user of an illegal substance, so we're talking drugs on that side of things. A few other things is you can't have like a court-ordered restraining order revolving around people, and you can't have like domestic violence charges and those kind of things, right? So essentially, if you are not restricted from owning a handgun under federal law, there's a pretty solid chance that you are good to go on the constitutional carry portion of it, okay? So next, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of dive over the major differences between carrying with constitutional carry versus carrying with your license to carry, and where those differ at, because there are quite a few differences between the two. Alright guys, so let's take a look at some of the places where your license to carry may allow you to carry and Texas constitutional carry doesn't. So first and foremost on this list is going to be if you are a person who travels, meaning you're traveling outside of the state of Texas and you want to be able to bring your handgun with you and carry that handgun concealed or openly depending upon that state's laws, you are going to have your Texas license to carry in order to basically have reciprocity with other states in the United States to be able to carry that firearm. So, if you travel outside of the state of Texas a lot, our recommendation is going to be for you to go ahead and have your license to carry based on that notion alone, okay? Next is if you are a college student or if you tend or go to a lot of college sporting events or games. Texas license to carry versus constitutional carry. Well, if you want to attend basically, let's say the UT Longhorn game, or you want to attend a sporting event, or you're a college student and you want to be able to carry your handgun with you into certain buildings on campus, you are going to need to have your Texas license to carry to do this. With constitutional carry, you cannot attend collegiate sporting events. You also cannot enter specific buildings or any building or any premises on a college campus or any other campus that is a higher education campus. Texas passed basically a college carry bill a few years back that allows individuals with their Texas license to carry to be able to carry into certain buildings that are not restricted buildings on college campuses. And again, so if you're going to want to be able to carry to these locations, you're going to want to have your license to carry versus having the constitutional carry permit. All right, so a couple of other places where having your license to carry may benefit you versus carrying under your constitutional carry. Let's say that you are a parent of a child, meaning someone under the age of 18, and you go and pick up the kids from school. Well, the premises of schools are off limits for everybody to carry firearms, meaning you cannot enter the actual physical building of the school in the state of Texas carrying a handgun, whether you have your constitutional carry permit or you're carrying under constitutional carry or you have your Texas license to carry. However, where the two of them differ is that if you are carrying a handgun under Texas constitutional carry laws, you may not go within 1,000 feet of a school. Whereas with your Texas license to carry, you may carry within that 1,000 feet of the school as long as you don't go into the premises. Meaning, if you go in and you're picking up your student from school and you're not entering the building, so let's just say you're out waiting in the parking lot for the kids to be dismissed and brought out to you like many schools are. Our kids are done that way. You may concealed carry and concealed carry only with your Texas license to carry as those kids are being brought out to you. But again, if you are carrying under constitutional carry, you may not go 1,000 feet, within 1,000 feet of a school carrying a handgun, and it doesn't matter which way you're doing that. All right, so another place where you may want to carry a handgun is a hospital, right? So if you are going into a hospital, let's say to visit a loved one or something along those lines, you cannot do this under constitutional carry, period, end of story. The same applies for nursing homes. Nursing homes and hospitals are 100% off limits for individuals carrying a handgun in the state of Texas under the constitutional carry law. However, if you have your Texas license to carry and that building, that hospital or nursing home, hasn't posted a 30-06 or a 30-07 sign that would prohibit you from carrying, you may carry your handgun into those locations. All right, so another place where you can carry a handgun with your Texas license to carry, but you can't carry it with the constitutional carry law, is going to be basically a room or a building where a governmental meeting is taking place. This can be things like city council meetings or other government meetings. If you want to carry a handgun in one of these locations in the state of Texas, you must have your Texas license to carry. You may not bring a handgun with you into these locations carrying that handgun under the Texas constitutional carry laws. All right, so we've looked at some of the differences between where you can carry a handgun using the Texas constitutional carry law versus where you can use a handgun carrying under your Texas license to carry. But now what I'd like to take a look at is some of the locations that you cannot carry a handgun regardless of the two. And some of these things are going to be places like professional sporting events. So whether that's the Texas Rangers game or the Houston Rockets game, if it is a professional sporting event, you may not bring your firearm, concealed or openly, whether you have a license to carry or you're carrying under constitutional carry, with you into that building. Another place that you cannot bring a firearm, regardless of the two, is a polling place on election day. So if you're going out to vote, you got to leave your firearm in the vehicle. Again, doesn't matter whether you have a constitutional carry or you are carrying with that license to carry. Some other prohibited places for both is going to be things like courthouses, obviously your prisons, a location where an inmate is sentenced to basically be put to death. You're not allowed to bring a handgun with you to those places either. They want to let the state do that, and they don't need your help for that part. Some other locations where you cannot carry a handgun, period, end of story, in the state of Texas or otherwise, is going to be the post office. It's a weird one, but it's under a federal law. So it doesn't matter whether you have constitutional carry or you're carrying under that license to carry, post office is going to be off limits as well. So a couple other places that are on the prohibited places list for both constitutional carry and carrying under your Texas license to carry. Obviously schools, we kind of went over that earlier. You can't go into the actual premises of the school. Another place that is restricted in the state of Texas is bars. So these are 51% establishments, meaning that establishment generates 51% or more of its revenue from basically on-site sale, the sale of on-site consumption beverages, meaning you're going there to drink. Some other prohibited places obviously are going to be the secure area of an airport. It doesn't matter whether you have a constitutional carry or you're carrying under constitutional carry or you're carrying with your license to carry, you may not enter the secure area of an airport. The other place is going to be horse tracks or other places where they conduct pari-mutuel wagering. So basically any place that you can go and bet on horses or casinos or things like that, you are not allowed to bring your handgun with you into those locations either. Alright guys, so that is pretty much the major list of the prohibited locations where you can carry a handgun. Obviously we've also kind of gone over the differences between carrying a handgun under the constitutional carry law versus carrying a handgun under the Texas license to carry laws. So what questions do you guys have for us? Fire them off in the comments. Let us know. What can we help kind of educate you guys on? Again, this is the very basics of where you can and where you can't carry. We're going to do another video coming out relatively soon, before September 1st, that will break down the signs that you're going to be looking for. So like these are the actual physical signs, what you're going to be looking for between carrying a handgun, whether you have it on constitutional carry or you're carrying it with the Texas license to carry permit. Thanks guys, we appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.